Vlogmas episode 4. And yes, I'm home. Oh, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. I normally talk about knitting, cross stitch, and quilting, but this month is all about Vlogmas. And if you don't know what Vlogmas is, it's small little clips every day of my everyday life, all the crafts I do, and or whatever I'm doing that particular day, and opening advents. So let's get right into the advents. This is my little basket that I made of my own advents using Ellie from Craft House Magic's mixtape minis that I've been getting all year. At the beginning of the year, I was using them to make a mitered square blanket in a triangulum blanket, which was her advent pattern from last year. I'll leave a link below. And also using them to make, because you used very little in both the mitered square blanket and the triangulum. I'm talking maybe 3 or 4 grams, not very much. So the rest that was left of the 20-gram ball, I made 2 pairs of socks and a cowl, and then I stopped because I wanted to save the rest of them and not use them until it got to Advent, which is now. So the first 3 days you saw me in San Francisco opening up the ones that I had previously used, and that had been what was left over from the ball. And so this one I've not used. It's still in the skein. So let's see what color we're going to be doing after the blues. Oh my goodness, imagine what this is going to look like. Oh, isn't that amazing? After the blues, we get the gold. Now, I wonder what this is called. She names all of her yarn that she dyes, which she dyes in her own home, by the way. Oh, this is called All That She Wants. All That She Wants. I can't even remember how that goes. All That She Wants. I don't remember. I got nothing for you. Ace of Bases, 1992. And this was in the September minis. Now, I'm going to use this. I'm making her new cowl that she brought. Her new cowl she brought out for Advent this year. And sound waves, that's called. Couldn't think for a minute then. So I'm keeping these because I'll be putting it into sound wave. Then what's left goes into Triangulum Blanket and mitered square. I have enough left. So I need to keep the dates so that I know what they are. So that is my yarny advent. And then I also have an advent which is a quilting advent from Water Girl Quilts here in Prescott, Ontario. So day 4, well, I don't think it's going to be fabric because it's in this kind of but it's all long and flat. Let's see what it is. Ready? Oh, I say. It's a pattern. Yes, look. Modern Blend Quilts, who are from Calgary, Alberta. And the nice thing about this particular advent, I believe everything is Canadian that's in here. So anything I'm showing you is you can get here in Canada, and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for shipping. So isn't that cute? It's a holiday toppers. So it's a large runner. Oh, okay, I understand now. You can make a large runner, 27.5 by 63.5, a small runner, 27.5 by 45, or the square topper. And you know what? I have some gorgeous, and it uses strip. Okay, so it uses jelly rolls to make that. I think that's super cool. Ooh, That's excellent. Excellent. That's my 2 things for today that I've opened. We got home very, very late last night. Well, early hours of this morning, actually. We left San Francisco at about 8:30 in the morning. Got our taxi to the airport, said bye to my dad and my brother. So lovely to see them and spend time with them. And then we drove to the airport, got through customs and all that fine, and had about an hour or so wait for our flight, and then sat for an hour on the runway. Because I don't know why. Oh, they couldn't get all the bags loaded. Or was that in Toronto? No, I think that was Toronto. Yeah, I think we just left fine. I'm so tired I can barely remember. And then it was a 4.5-hour flight, I think, to Toronto, where we then had a 3-hour wait. So we went and had something to eat. And yeah, Timmy's. Oh my God, I couldn't wait to get back and have a real cup of tea from Timmy's. And then, yeah, we got home, got into Montreal at 12. Yeah, it was Toronto that we had to wait an hour on the plane on the runway because they switched our gates and then all the bags went to the wrong place. So we had to wait for the bags. So that's what it was. So yeah. And then we got into Montreal. It was 12:30 in the morning. So then from Montreal to where I live, which is just outside of Ottawa, Ontario, a little village, it took us 2 hours to drive home. So by the time we got home, it was 2:30 in the morning, 2:45, and we went straight to bed. Didn't even unpack, straight to bed. Couldn't be bothered. And then of course poor Bob had to get up to go and get Toby for 9 o'clock from the dog place. So he just got Toby, dropped him off, and he's gone back to bed. And I'm up and doing this video for you guys. So hopefully I can get one done later for tomorrow. So I'm always back to my day ahead thingy. But anyway, today actually is Sunday. And I am going to have a really lazy day today and watch telly. Football's on. I think right now France might be playing. So I might go watch that with a nice cup of tea. And, oh, I got a lovely new mug from San Francisco. I'll show you that later. And, oh, this is what my daddy got me. Oh, daddy got me this. A Fitbit. He got me a Fitbit for my birthday. So, basically, I should be pretty fit now that I have a Fitbit. I believe what you do is you just put it on and then you're fit. That's how it works, right? No? Oh. I have to keep doing exercises and walking. Oh. Well, anyway, you get messages on it and everything. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so I got that for my dad. And then Bob bought me this for my Pandora bracelet. So it is, let me see if I can get it the right way for you. Wait now, here we go. A little heart, and I don't even know if it's gonna focus on that for you. Let's see. With the Golden Gate Bridge on one side, and on the other side it says SF 2022. So I thought that was a fabulous reminder of my 65th birthday in San Francisco. So yeah, so that's what I got from Bob. And oh, my brother got me a Liverpool scarf, which is upstairs. And so I need to teach Tristan how we hold it up and do that, because I have a really, really old one that I've had since I was a kid, and that's hanging up on the wall above my yarn display. So thankfully Dave got me a new one. And while I was there, I will insert a clip here of me knitting at the airport. here's a picture of the sock I finished on the airplane. And here is the sock. Oh, look how lovely it is. Isn't that the best ever? And here's a picture of me wearing it. Just modeling it to make sure it fits, which it does beautifully. And the last clip I'm going to show you, I had promised you the other day that all this here is the slip that we kind of did in the mitered square. I'm tired. In the Stephen West shawl, where we slipped our stitches as a no, sorry, they're not slip stitches. It's a cable, but we didn't use a cable needle. I'm so tired. I need a cup of tea so bad. So what this sock is by Dana Ray Makes, and she used a different method that the one Stephen showed us to use to do a cable without a cable needle. And I preferred that one to the way Stephen did it. So I have a little tutorial I will end with here for you on how Dana explains how to do it. And in her pattern, she links somebody else. So I'll put that link there just in case mine's not as good as it's supposed to be. And hopefully that will help anybody that's still struggling with part 3, or if you haven't got to part 3 yet, of the mystery knit along. Anyway, I am super tired. This is going to be a very quick video today. I'm going to go upstairs, have my cup of tea, and get comfy on the couch. I've got this much cast on of the other sock, so it's started, and I've got the other cowl to cast on. Now I'm home and I've got all my needles, and I'm also doing the Bakery Bears Advent, and they released part 1 yesterday. So I need to get that cast on today. So there's lots of knitting today. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I do this left twist, which is doing a cable but without the cable needle. And this is how you work it. So you're going to use these 2 stitches, so this one and this one, and you're going to go in the back of the second stitch. So you're not going through the front to get to the back. Your literally needle is right at the very back. You're going to knit it and come out, but you're not pulling it off the needle, because now you're going to knit that first stitch like normal and then pull both off. And that stitch has now twisted up to the side. So I'll show you that again. I'll just knit the next 2. So I'm going behind the second. I'm knitting it, pulling it out. Oh, that didn't work. Pulling it out, still on the needle, and now I'm knitting the first stitch and pulling them both off. And what I find is if I pull down on the fabric, I can go in and get that stitch without constantly turning my yarn over, turning my needles over. Knit the first one off. 1, 2, So this, I find, is so much easier than that other method that we were taught in slipping and dropping and stitches. This one works way better. And there's my little stitches all going in that direction. I hope you like this little video.